What is up, best ones worldwide? It's the best one, Donnie here, back with the San Diego Comic-Con WWE/AEW Reveals Part 1 video. If you're not a best one yet already, and you're into wrestling figures, Funko Pops, Nickelodeon, late 90s, 2000s, or basketball, and you want to watch me rebuild my collection or live my nostalgic memories, highly recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know the grind is real. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over all the reveals for San Diego Comic-Con 2024 Day 1, and I will be doing a whole separate video on Day 2 that will be coming out tomorrow. And I would have given you guys this video right away, but I really didn't want to miss anything, and I really wanted to take the time to give you guys my genuine reaction to the new figures and talk about the pros, the cons. Will it be a figure that I pick up in my collection? And I really want to take the time and dive deep into this. So, with that being said, let's get it. The grind is real. So we're going to start this off with the AEW Jazzware figures. Since they did have a booth at San Diego Comic-Con, they didn't do as much reveals as WWE, but there was some figures that were out from the new Unmatched Series 10 that features Adam Copeland, and also AEW Unrivaled 16. We did get a couple new figures in there as well, and some Ringside Collectible exclusives. So, with the Ringside Collectible exclusives, let's start off with Jay Lethal, Black Machislo, and this is a figure that has been on my bucket list for a very long time. I'm really excited that Jazzware is finally making this. Jay Lethal, he hasn't had a figure going all the way back to TNA in the Jack Specific line, so I am very excited to get this Jay Lethal. I believe it's from AEW All In, or not AEW All In, the regular All In show back in 2018. I think the jacket is amazing on this Jay Lethal, and this is one that I will definitely be picking up. Jay Lethal is massively underrated, and I'm glad he's finally getting a figure, especially ringside exclusive. So then, we also did have Switchblade Jay White. He was also in the display there, climbing up that mountain with all the other AEW figures, and this one I've already pre-ordered on Ringside Collectibles. I'm very excited to add a Switchblade to the collection, and man, we're getting a lot of new characters in the line, which makes it very exciting, because I'm sick of getting the same old Jon Moxleys, Young Bucks, Kenny, Hangman. I'm ready to get new characters in the AEW/Ring of Honor line. So, honestly, I'm very excited about the two Ringside exclusives that are upcoming. And we also got to see earlier in the week the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Captain America, well, Canadian, Kenny Omega. And I think that this is definitely the best San Diego Comic-Con AEW figure that has been released so far. And it is one that I am going to try to get my hands on because, believe it or not, I never got the Sting from last year, and the year before that, I didn't like the packaging for the Brody Lee. But I do think that I am going to try to get my hands on this Kenny Omega. I really love the white gear, and using the trash can as like a shield I think is epic. And the packaging is sick. That just screams San Diego Comic-Con. So now, let's get into the AEW Unmatched Series 10. And starting things off, we had Kenny Omega as well, and this is during the time where he was on his heel run with the Young Bucks and the Elite. So this one, obviously, for AEW, I love to collect my figures mint on card, all of them, and I will be getting this entire set, but I really like the black and the blue gear that Kenny is wearing with this. and it's definitely going to be probably one of my more favorite Kenny figures. And then we did get the Young Bucks. We got the heel Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. And I really hope that the headbands on these figures are removable. They do come with the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I really do like the gear, but I just hope it's not the same situation that we had with the Walmart exclusives, where you can't take the bandanas off. But from the looks of it, seems very molded in. But at least we don't have the beads covering their face, so that is a positive. And then we got to see Adam Copeland, which this proves that AEW Jazzware, they can give us figures in a good, timely fashion. Adam Copeland's only really been with the company for not even a year yet, and his figure's already almost done in production. I think this figure looks amazing, looks just like him, and honestly, I think this Jazzware one over that WWE Elite 102 that we got with him as the Judgment Day with the short hair. I think that this is a great looking figure, and I do plan on getting 2 of them. One to keep mint on card, of course, and I will be getting one loose for my AEW shelf. Great looking figure, and I hope that we get more Adam Copelands moving forward. Then we also got to see Kyle O'Reilly as well. This will be his first AEW figure. He did just get a Jazzware Vault figure with Adam Cole, which I did a whole review on that here on the channel. Definitely not worth the price point, but this Kyle O'Reilly, I'm more excited about. Finally, we're getting an updated one. I think the last time we got an updated one was the WWE NXT one from the War Games match. But I am excited to add Kyle to the collection, so that's a good figure in my opinion. Adam Cole, I am very, very pumped about this pink gear, Adam. It's going to match the recent pay-per-view line Target exclusive Britt Baker, and it does come with the Owen Hart Championship, which I think looks beautiful, and I think that this figure is going to be one that's going to be hard to find at retail, because people are going to want to match that Britt Baker and Adam Cole. This one is probably going to be my favorite Adam Cole figure. And then the chase of the set is Brandon Cutler. I wish he was just a regular. I hate that AEW does this, but I understand why, because a lot of the times, like Brandon Cutler, Alex Reynolds, the Bunny, they're known more by the hardcore fans. And people are going to rather buy a Kenny Omega than a Brandon Cutler, the casual toy collector. But obviously, we're the diehard toy collectors. We want the Brandon Cutlers and Alex Riley's, or not Alex Riley, Alex Reynolds to, like, complete our line. And Brandon Cutler, I'm going to have to try to find 2 of these. It's going to be so difficult. I'm so mad that they do this. I wish that it would just be a regular figure. Like, come on, Jazzware, do better. So now let's get into the AEW Unrivaled 16. We did see a couple of these figures on this little mountain display at San Diego. And probably my favorite one that we got to see was Julia Hart. I think that this figure looks incredible. Looks just like her. We already have the House of Black. We just need her. And I hope that she's not the chase. I hope that she's a regular in this line, because I do plan on picking up 2 of these. This is just an amazing looking figure. So accurate. The women figures, they have been striving with the AEW line. But we also did see Austin Gunn as well, which I know Colton will be in the set as well. We didn't see him. But seeing an Austin Gunn looks really good. I think the gear choice is amazing. The tattoos look good. And I'm very excited to add the guns to the collection, especially now that we're getting that ringside Jay White. Now all we really need is a Juice Robinson, and we can have the Bullet Club Gold. Bang, bang. And then we also got to see a new Orange Cassidy as well, in the black jeans and the black jacket, which I think is so cool. And my favorite part about the Orange Cassidy has got to be the backpack with the International Championship in it. I think that that looks great. So this Orange Cassidy will definitely be one that I'm excited to add to the collection. Something different. And he hasn't been in the line for a little while. And finally, we have Takeshita as well. He was hidden right in the back, and I'm very excited to add him to the collection. He is one of my favorite homegrown AEW guys. I think that they have really dropped the ball with him. They had a lot of momentum last year when he pinned Kenny Omega twice. But I'm glad we're going to be getting a figure of him, and I'm very excited to add him to the collection, but I really hope we can add a Don Callis pretty soon. So that is it for the AEW Jazzware figures from San Diego Comic-Con that are new. I really hope that they do some reveals with the panel, but we're just going to have to wait and see. I think the reason they just don't reveal as much as they used to is because we had that 1 year with San Diego where AEW, they just showed, like, the next 10 series, and yeah, those are not the same, the lineups anymore. So now, let's get into all the WWE Mattels, because, you know, they love to go all out when it comes to San Diego Comic-Con and WrestleMania, of course. So we're going to start off with the Amazon exclusive, which is a brand new 2-pack, which you can, I believe, go on there and pre-order. I still haven't pre-ordered it yet because I've decided to go after some other figures right now. And it is a Greatest Grudges from 1992. We have WWE Ultimate, Papa Shango, and Ultimate Warrior. And for me, I'm still contemplating on it. I think I'm going to wait until there's a sale on Amazon, because they like to do that a lot when it comes to their figures. And I really don't need another Ultimate Warrior. I'm content with all the ones I have in my collection. But that Papa Shango, though, on the other hand, whew, I love the accessories on him, and it looks so good in Ultimate Edition form. So that is one that I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes on, and hopefully adding to my old school collection. And then we also got the Seth Rollins on display, and this one I think I am going to be passing up on. Don't really need it. I believe it was like the fan takeover. I'd rather just get newer Seth Rollins, especially since he's very, very toyetic right now. I just think that there's better Rollins than this. But those were the Amazon exclusives. Now let's get into some of the box sets that we could be seeing coming out pretty soon. And starting things off, we have the Samoan Dynasty with Roman Reigns and the Wild Samoans, a nice little Walmart exclusive 3-pack. And this one I am definitely going to get my hands on. I didn't pre-order it because of how bad the Rock 3-packs are still at my current Walmarts. So I'm not really like in a rush to get those. But I think this is a great figure. I wish that they would just update the Roman Reigns head sculpt. Like, I just want to promo Roman so freaking bad in WWE Elite form, him in the tracksuit. But I do love this Alpha and Sika. You can switch the head sculpt so that you can get that moment from the Thunderdome when they decide to put the necklace on Roman Reigns, or you can put on their younger head sculpts and you can use them as that, which I think is great that it's a 2-in-1. I think that I'm actually going to keep them as the older Alpha and Sika because of that moment that we got back in 2020. And I think I'm going to have to do like a whole Bloodline shelf here somewhere at some point, because they're really giving us Bloodline members, and it's looking really good on the modern shelf right now. But great 3-pack. And then over with Target coming out in 2025, we have the WWE Evolution 3-pack with Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. And it was the moment when Randy won the World Heavyweight Championship and Triple H had the thumbs up, and he brought the thumbs down, and Randy Orton got kicked out of Evolution, which was definitely one of his worst babyface runs, by the way. But I love this 3-pack. I don't like that the Triple H is a cloth suit. What are we doing, Mattel? I wish that we could just go back to the regular suit molds. Like, I think the soft goods, it just looks funky. Even Jakks Pacific back in the day, they tried doing it with a lot of their managers, and it just looked funny. I don't really like that at all. But for me, what's convincing me to buy this one is the Randy Orton in the red attire. This is my favorite gear of Randy during the Ruthless Aggression era. I remember him wearing this gear against Mick Foley at WWE Backlash 2004, which I would love for them to do a 2-pack of that. But now that we got this Randy, we really don't need it. And then Batista has a brand new messy hair mold on here as well, which I think is alright. But Randy Orton is the main reason for me to get this, because I love the red gear that he's worn. So now let's get into a couple of the main events and battle packs here, which I don't think that we have all of them, because I only go after characters I feel like we're not going to get in WWE Elite form. A lot of the times I'm going after the main event women wrestlers. I will not get those on Ringside, too expensive over there. I'll just wait until Walmart has them. But we do have quite a few here, and the first one is Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes with the brand new WWE Championship. I will probably be passing up on that because I do prefer their Elite figures over it. Then we do have a brand new Rhea Ripley, and I think that's Liv Morgan that she's chokeslamming. This one, if I do see it in retail, I probably will pick it up. I think that this Rhea looks great. I believe it's from Saudi, from one of her matches there, and that Liv Morgan looks great as well, so I probably will be picking that up. And then we do have another battle pack here of Stone Cold and Kane from the Attitude Era. I don't need those, but I think it is cool that we are getting more Attitude Era figures, but we already have plenty of them that are better than these. Then we also do have CM Punk and Rey Mysterio, another one that I'm probably just going to pass up on, don't really need for my collection. And then we also did get Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa as well, another solid 2-pack there, but I'm an Elite guy, so I really don't need those for the collection. And then we got a Mr. Perfect as well, which we did just recently get that WWE Legends one, so we are probably going to be passing up on that. Moving on now to a few Ringside Collectible exclusives that I do want to talk about. Starting things off, there's going to be a WWE Ultimate Mommy Rhea Ripley, but you do have to buy the modern WWE Monday Night Raw Ultimate ring. And a lot of people are upset about this because I know people really want that Rhea Ripley figure, but they're going to have to buy another ring, which takes up a lot of room. And that's one thing that I'm kind of getting a little annoyed with Mattel, is that we keep getting these rings. What about the entrance stages? That's what I want. Like, I feel like it's been so long since we've gotten a solid entrance stage. Even if it's like a diorama, like, give us something different. Like, I remember when Mattel first came out, they did lots of different play sets. And even that old Monday Night Raw stage they did back in the day. I would love for them to do a stage. It doesn't have to be an over-the-top one. Just give me a stage. I'm tired of it. But I am actually kind of happy about getting a modern ring, because I do like to switch up the rings a little bit. I still need to open up my WCW Nitro ring, but this one I'm definitely going to be picking up. I really do like the stairs as well, and we're also getting the new World Heavyweight Championship, which I think is pretty nice. So, also, during the display, we got to see the brand new Steiner Brothers 2-pack, and this one I'm definitely going to be picking up for my old school shelf. We're getting an old Scott Steiner and a Rick Steiner as well, and I really love these Ultimate Ringside Collectibles packagings. They are definitely one of my favorite ones. And with these Ultimates, we're getting 3 different head sculpts. I really like that we're getting the varsity jackets. And I think that these are so good. And I'm glad that we're going to be adding Scott and Rick to the collection. And then we also got to see the Outsiders 2-pack, which has been up on Ringside Collectibles for a little while. Surprisingly, still haven't pre-ordered it at all. But this one, the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm very tempted on it. I just have so many Scott Halls and Kevin Nashes, but I love the Wolfpack gear that we get. All the different head sculpts, shirts, like this is just very, very toyetic. And very excited to hopefully eventually add those to the collection, because I'm, like, after seeing them on display here, I think I really want to add them to my shelf. And I almost forgot, too, Ring of Honor, there was one figure on display, and that was the Briscoes, which actually just went up for pre-order. So if you guys do want the Briscoes 2-pack from their epic final dog collar match, Jay and Mark Briscoe. They are limited to 6,000, so I would definitely get on that over on the Jazzware Vault website. But I'm very excited to add these two to the collection. I did pre-order 2 of them. I plan on keeping one in the package, and we are going to be letting one breathe for my ROH collection. Really excited about that. And then we also got the WWE Royal Rumble Build a Great Khali figures on display. And this set I'm actually kind of excited about because this will be our first Great Khali Elite figure. I'm not going to lie, I wish it was the plain black gear, not the Pujami Playboy. I'd rather just have the plain black, but I'll take Eddie Khali at this point. So in order to build him, we do get 4 new Elite figures, and starting things off, we do get the Royal Rumble Cody Rhodes, and they are actually going to be using the Defining Moments head sculpt that a lot of people really liked. But with this Cody Rhodes, I really don't need it. I love my Ultimate one that I just recently got, and it's going to be hard to pick and choose from Cody's because we're going to be getting him a lot. And this is a solid gear. There's better Codys out there, in my opinion. One figure I'm definitely keeping in my collection, one I'm very excited to update, and that is the Hurricane. Finally, we're getting like an Attitude Era Hurricane. Very excited to add him with Molly Holly that we got a while back in the WWE Legends line. Hurricane looks great. He's got the soft goods cape, and I love the way they have him posed. This is a figure I'm very excited to add to my collection. And then we also get another Hulk Hogan, but the selling point for this Hogan is that banner he comes with. Hulkamania lives forever. I really want that for my We Are Wrestling arena. I think that's just such a sick... That is just such a sick thing to have, and I could have one of my fans in the background hold the Hulkamania Lives Forever. Like, that is so cool. And I think this is like a 1990 Hogan, if I'm not mistaken. And then we do get a 2011 Diesel. Don't really care for it. I'd rather just have an old school one for my collection, which I cannot wait to get that Vault Series 2 Diesel. But this one from 2011, it's cool. It was such a cool moment. I wish that was in like a Defining Moments rather than just a random Build-A-Figure set. But it is Royal Rumble, so I understand. But I don't know if I'm going to be keeping that one or not. But that is pretty cool right there. And then we do have the WrestleMania, which will be a Howard Finkel. And I'm actually kind of mad that it is a Howard Finkel because this one is updated, which is nice, but I do have the original one in my collection, and I did pay second market prices for that Finkel a while back, so I am not happy about this re-release, but I would love if they actually made like a Ruthless Aggression Howard Finkel when he was bald and he had a little bit more weight to him. I think that would be a really sick figure. But with this WrestleMania set, I actually really like the figures that we get in here. And starting things off, we get Seth freaking Rollins in the pink gear. And I don't think we're going to be getting all the cloth good accessories with this one. But who knows? This will be a figure that I'm definitely going to be picking up. And I love the updated blonde hair that's going on with him. He is just such a toyetic figure. One of my favorites to collect. Then we get another Bret Hart, which they actually did show in the packaging, which I don't know why like the regular Elite line can't put in the effort that like they do for like the pay-per-view Build-A-Figures and even like the Monday Night Wars. Like, why can't they just put effort into it? I wish they had a bigger window, but if they're going to do this, like, put some effort in the packaging. Make it look good. And that packaging actually looks pretty good. But I don't really need this Bret Hart, but I do need him in order to build Howard. Then we do have Bianca Belair, and I believe this is from WrestleMania 39. And this is a great gear, and honestly, this is one I'm definitely going to be adding to my collection. Bianca is definitely one of my favorite wrestlers in the women's division right now in the WWE, and I just love the Hollywood-inspired gear that she has there. Great figure, and she comes with the Raw Women's Championship. And then we also get a WrestleMania 30 Hulk Hogan, a little bit of an older one, which honestly I could use for my collection because I do have like an older Ultimate in my... I do have an older Ultimate Warrior in my set, and I even have that older Undertaker from the Dead Man show. So honestly, I'm not mad that we're getting an older Hulk Hogan. Very excited for this collection, even though I kind of wish like... Man, I kind of wish, like, I didn't pay second market prices a while back on that Finkel. But, hey, beggars can't be choosers. And so now, let's get into some of the Target Ultimate figures that we can see pretty soon. And starting things off, we have the WWE Ruthless Aggression Hulk Hogan Ultimate figure. And this one, oh, it looks so good. I feel like I am going to be replacing that Elite Ruthless Hogan. I was so excited when we got that in that 3-pack, but now that we're getting it in Ultimate form, I might have to replace that Hogan, and this one just looks great, especially the Undisputed Championship. I think that looks so good, and this is just a great looking figure, so I probably will be picking up this Hulk Hogan. Then we do get a Vader figure, which I believe is from his time in WCW. I really do like this one. It is on pre-order. I believe it'll be coming out sometime in October. So I do think that I am going to be picking up the standard edition Vader. Don't really care for the chase. I just want a WCW one for my shelf. And then we do have Polka Dots Dusty Rhodes, which this is a massive upgrade from that old WrestleMania 39 set. So I do think I am going to be picking up that Dusty as well and replacing my old one. But not bad for some Target Ultimate Legends. I'm very excited about that. So now let's get into the WWE Elite 113, which honestly is a very solid set. I think it's going to be a lot better than Elite 112, which I still haven't pre-ordered, and none of the figures are back-ordered yet, which doesn't surprise me. And starting things off, we have a modern Carlito figure. There's a lot of people that aren't happy about the head sculpt on this one. I am actually okay with the apple, him eating the apple head sculpt. I think that that's probably the best one. His ones without the apple eating is just not that good in my opinion. But he is the chase. He does have the purple gear and the white gear. I do think I am going to be going after that white gear. Carlito looks so good. And then the one figure I'm excited to add to the NXT shelf, whoop that Trick Williams. He's going to be getting his very first figure and his rookie figure, so this one I'm definitely going to be picking up. I love Trick Williams. I really think that this dude is going to be a top guy in WWE for the next 10 years. He's going to be main eventing WrestleManias with Braun Breaker. I'd be saying that a lot on We Are Wrestling, but he does come with the North American Championship, which a lot of people are excited about because that is one of the harder Mattel figure titles to find in the area. So that is really cool that we're getting that Trick Williams in the white gear. Looks great. Then we get another first time in the line, Dragon Lee. And he does come with the rubber good, which I know some people have been complaining about. Honestly, I like the rubber good on this Dragon Lee because his gear is just plain white trunks. So to have that rubber good, it kind of adds a little bit more flavor to the figure. And this is definitely one I'm excited to add. Dragon Lee is amazing, very talented. And I thought him not signing to AEW was a bad move, but hey, him going to WWE definitely benefited him because he's got a figure before his brother Roosh. And then we get another first time in the line when it comes to elites, and that is Tiffany Stratton. And she is somebody that is really growing on me right now. I'm a big fan of her work, especially that prettiest moonsault ever. And the gear, I would have picked a different one for Tiffany, but I am definitely picking this up. I know a lot of people aren't happy about the head sculpt, but we are going to have to wait and see when it comes out final production. But the pink gear does look really good. She does have her cowgirl hat on. And I feel like this is not going to be the last Tiffany Stratton Elite figure we get, but I just am such a huge fan of her work, so I am not waiting for a new one. I will have this one as a placeholder. And then, oh man, we got a Macho Man CM Punk in Elite form. This one is a must. And I'm going to be having so many CM Punks in my collection, I feel like, because they're just re-releasing old ones. And, oh man, this is great. I love this Macho Man CM Punk. So toyetic, so awesome. And he's got the true effects now, too, so that even makes, like, the older head sculpts look bad compared to the new ones, which is nice. So now let's go over some of the greatest hit figures that we got to see on the shelves. Starting things off, we got a 2013 navy blue and yellow John Cena, and this is actually one of my favorite older Elite figures back in the day. And I'm glad that, like, they're doing this new wristband mold. I really like it. It adds a lot to the figure. And this John Cena, I'm definitely already pre-ordered. Definitely picking that up. Looks so good. And this is around the time, I believe, he was feuding with The Rock. And then we do have a Natalya, which I believe is, like, an unreleased one from a while back. And there is a Chase variant. Can't really tell the differences between it. I just want to add a Natalya to my shelf. Even though I'm not happy that she re-signed with WWE, she's still a phenomenal performer, and I do want to get an Elite to add to my women's shelf. And we also do get a cloth good shirt, too, with her as well. And then we got another older figure, and that is the King Sheamus, which I remember getting the original one back in the day, and I think that they updated the rubber robe there. It does look a lot better, and I really hope that the robe does stay on him, because I believe that was the issue I had back in the day. But with this Sheamus, I'm definitely going to be picking it up. I don't really have a lot of Sheamuses in my collection. I do need to get, like, a modern one, and I really want to get one from when he won the WWE Championship back in 2010, but this King of the Ring one is so toyetic, so we will be picking that up. Great reveals there, which I know there's more that are going to be a part of the set, but they only showed off those three right now. But now let's get into some of the WWE Legends that are Target exclusives. And man, I'm excited about these, which I didn't pre-order because I think I'm just going to wait until they come out. You guys really enjoy the toy hunts anyways. Target figures are still a lot easier to get than Walmart figures. And starting things off, we have from the newest set that's going to be coming out this fall, Kurt Angle, which this one is tough. Like, I'm still contemplating whether or not I am going to buy this because I really like that Ultimate Edition Angle. And I just wish that, like, they can just give us something different. Like, there's so many toyetic gear that Angle wore during this time. Why are we getting pretty much a downgrade from an Ultimate to an Elite? I'm kind of disappointed in that. But we do get a Jim Anvil figure, which I will say I am glad that it's not the Heart Foundation one because I did spend quite some money, which you guys will see in my July haul, on a Heart Foundation Jim because I'm just impatient. But this is before that time when he was teaming up with Owen Hart, so I really do like the gear. This is one that I actually might have to pick up too, and possibly like head swap the Jim and put an Owen head on so that I can have the tag team. Because I think the AEW Jazzware Owen would work perfect during that era. So if you put that head sculpt on, I think that would look great. But that Jim Anvil, definitely picking that up. Then we do get a Hulk Hogan, I believe from the 90s. And this one I might have to pass on, but I really like the bandana and the shirt choice. I really think that looks great, but do I need it, though? Do I need it? That's the question. But there is one figure I definitely need, and that is Farouk. I think that this is a great updated figure. Definitely one of my more favorite Legend figures that were revealed on the shelves there. And his very first one, like, the skin was way too dark. This one is the perfect tone, and I love that we're getting updated Nation of Domination. So once I can get rid of that old Farouk and add this one, the Nation's going to look stronger than ever. And now that Mark Henry's on a WWE Legends deal, I won't be surprised if we get an updated one of him. So I might be selling that Decades of Domination pretty soon. But we also got the next set that will be probably coming out in the winter time, probably in early 2025. And starting things off, we have Psycho Sid, and I'm definitely going to be updating mine because this head sculpt looks just like him. This is a lot better than his older one. I love the rubber vest, and he does come with the Winged Eagle Championship as well. Great looking figure, definitely picking up that Psycho. Then we do get another Bret Hart in the pink. Don't really need that. I am definitely passing up on that. Lackluster figure. Why can't they get the head sculpts right? So the next Legends figure we do have here is Justin Hawk Bradshaw, and this is a figure none of us were expecting to see. This one I'll definitely be picking up. This is before he became Bradshaw and John Bradshaw Layfield JBL. So this is a really cool older Bradshaw, so I'm definitely picking that up. And the one that really stands out the most has got to be the WCW Rick Rude, which I believe will be the chase in this set. And the thing that really stands out is that beautiful World Heavyweight Championship updated title. My God, the jewels on that championship look so freaking good. And the Rick Rude pants look great on both figures. Don't know which one I'm going to pick up yet, but definitely a very toyetic figure. And that World Heavyweight Championship, ooh, come home, please. Come on. Oh, man, it's been a long time since we've wanted a new World Championship. But now, let's get into the WWE Mattel Creations exclusives that you can get over on Mattel Creations. And starting things off, we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for this year, WrestleMania 12, Shawn Michaels, which I think is still up for pre-order as I'm recording this. So if you guys haven't picked that up yet, highly recommend it. I got 2 of them. We're going to be keeping one in the package, and I'm also going to be letting one out of the package as well. So I'm very excited about that Shawn Michaels, especially because it does come with the zip line, which I think I'm going to definitely do some type of cool custom design there with the zip line, because that is just amazing. I'm getting my money's worth out of that figure. But we also finally got updated Dudleys, which we did see this at WrestleMania Access, except this time around, they're not prototype figures. They are a lot more into production, and I love the packaging that we do have here. Very similar to the Hardys Ringside Collectibles 2-pack. I do love, like, the tie-dye that's going on the box there. Lots of window room so I can get the sign from my buddy Devon, and also get it signed by Bubba. These figures look incredible. They do come with the ECW Tag Team Championships, and this is great. I hope that we do get more Dudleys moving forward. And we also got an even better update of the Headbangers as well. Mosh and Thrasher, which I think that these look great. They do come with the Great Attitude Era Tag Team Championships. And these ones I'm definitely going to be picking up. I love the Headbangers. Anytime we get new Attitude Era characters, that is just an immediate buy. No questions. Then we also get another 2-pack here with Imperium. We got Kaiser and Vinci, and they are in their maroon gear that will match with the WWE Ultimate 22 Gunter, or WWE Ultimate 23 Gunter figures. So this one I'm definitely going to be picking up. Those main event figures can go bye-bye right in the trash. They do come with the jackets, which look amazing, and we also do get shirts as well. So I'm very excited to add the full Imperium to my modern shelf in the same matching gear, which is very tough to do a lot of the times, but very excited about that. Now let's get into the WWE Monday Night Wars Series 4, which we got to see on display at San Diego Comic-Con, and this is the build of Commissioner Shawn Michaels. So you already know I have to get all of these figures regardless, because I need Commissioner Shawn, and I'm glad I waited, because I was going to pay second market prices for that expensive brown-suited Shawn. I prefer the black suit here, so I'm glad I waited. Sometimes the long game is worth it, but starting things off, we do have Big Boss Man, a nice updated one, so I will be taking out my old one out of my collection, and I will be replacing it with the updated Boss Man. I do like that one. Then we do have a WCW Kurt Hennig, who was a part of the NWO. He's got the guitar, he's got the hat, he looks great. So this is definitely one I'm going to be adding to the WCW shelf. Then we also get another Stone Cold Steve Austin, except this time he's in the black jorts, and he's in the black shirt with his face on it. Don't really care for that Stone Cold, probably won't be keeping it, because I really like the ones that we do have right now. And then we have 2 Diamond Dallas Pages DDP. He will be the chase of this set. He does have one with the light jeans with the bandage around his waist. And then he does have a darker jeans, which I'm assuming is the chase for this set. But it's about time we got a jeans DDP. That's what a lot of people remember him for in WCW. So this one will be a must buy. I don't think I really care that much for the chase. I think I just want the one with the bandage around the waist. But now let's get into Series 5, which did go up for pre-order. I don't know if it's still available or not, but it will be a build NWO Dusty, so I am very excited about that. And Walmart, the shippers, man, suck. So that is why anytime I get an opportunity to pre-order something from Walmart, I am doing it immediately, even though I'm probably going to disappoint myself. But with this set here, we do have a new Lita figure, which I feel like, oh my goodness, the gear, they really should have added like some cloth goods like we got with that older Lita there to just really just make it stand out. The figure doesn't stand out at all. But I am definitely getting this because Lita is one of my all-time favorite women wrestlers. And I'm like, they really should have added a little bit more to this figure. Then we also do get Razor Ramon with the soft goods vest instead of a hard good. I think I prefer the hard good over the soft, but I don't know why we keep getting Razor figures after Razor figures. I am content with my WrestleMania 10 one, so this one, once I get it and I get my Dusty part, I will be probably letting it sail away. Then we also do get the Ultimate Warrior from his short WCW run. This is an incredible figure, probably my favorite one besides that Dusty that I really can't wait to add to the collection. He's got the jeans going on, and I love the details that he does have on that soft goods jacket. Definitely one I am very excited to add to the collection. And he was supposed to be a part of the Mattel Creation stage, but now that we're not getting the stage, we're pretty much getting these all in Elite form rather than Ultimate, which is alright with me. Don't really care about the Ultimates too much. You just get a couple extra heads and accessories. Then, last but not least, we do have a new 6 figure, which I believe is the chase of this set, and this is one that I'm definitely picking up. I'm glad I didn't pay second market prices for that older Elite. This one looks so much better than that, and another NWO character to add to the NWO collection, so I'm very excited about that. We have all of those on pre-order in case I don't get them at the stores, so I am excited about that. Now, let's get into one of the newer lines, which is the Monday Night Wars Greatest Hits. And I believe this will be a Build a Vincent figure, which is also another NWO character. So that is pretty cool that we're getting more NWO guys. And starting things off, we have a older Bam Bam Bigelow, which I actually do have one of the older Legend figures. Don't really care for this one. Probably I'm going to get rid of it once I get the part that I need for Vincent. Then we do get a Triple H in his promo attire, which is the leather jacket, I believe DX shirt, and he does have the Raw is War microphone with the jeans. And I actually really do like this figure a lot. I did miss out on that Amazon exclusive years ago, so this one I'm actually probably going to be keeping in my collection because I think this is the perfect younger Triple H head sculpt during that 1998 time. Then we're also getting a re-release of the Hall of Champions, Eddie Guerrero, in his white attire which, man, this one I am very excited to add. I believe he comes with the WCW United States Championship, and I can't wait to add that to the collection, which I never got the Hall of Champions one, so I am excited about that. Then we also get a Bad Blood 1997 Shawn Michaels re-release in personally my favorite gear that he's worn throughout his career, and that is the black and the gray hearts gear. I am very excited. It does come with the European Championship. This is one that I will definitely be buying. And yeah, we are going to be building Vincent with that figure, so that I will definitely be picking all those up. So now let's get into the WWE Monday Night War Ultimate Figures, which on display we did get to see the Eddie Guerrero and Mankind, which I still need to find in my area. I'm probably never going to find those, but luckily I do have them on pre-order in case I don't find them by September, so I hope they don't cancel that on me, because that Eddie Guerrero and Mankind look incredible, especially on display here with all the heads and all the accessories. Just looks great. And the two upcoming ones that we did get on display are a Attitude Era Triple H, which this one I did pre-order, but I don't know if I'm going to be keeping it or not. I think I'm going to make the decision when I do my review video. He does have the ponytail head sculpt, which I really do like, and he's got the cloth pants, the cloth shirt, which actually I am okay with. So if you never got that Ultimate Triple H from the My Time era back in the day, then this one is a perfect replacement for that. And you're also getting a promo attire Triple H, so it's pretty much like a 2-in-1, but definitely one I am kind of excited about. Then we do have Lex Luger WCW. This one's a massive upgrade from that Legends figure that we got, I believe, last year. This Lex does have the World Heavyweight Championship, the regular and the spray-painted NWO, which I like. He does have the ponytail head sculpt, he does have the long hair, plain black trunks, and he does have a shirt as well. This Lex Luger, I really love this, and this is one that very excited to replace and add to the collection. But now let's get into the WWE Mattel's Top Picks, which is, there's only one that they did show off, and that is Main Event Jey Uso. This one is a must-buy for me. This will be a perfect placeholder until we get that Yeet Jey, which I believe is in WWE Elite 114, if I'm not mistaken. But great-looking Jey Uso. Very excited about that one. Now let's get into some of the WWE Ultimate figures that we did see on the San Diego Comic-Con display. And starting things off, we got a really solid prototype figure for the Great Muta, which will be an Ultimate figure. And this one I am very excited to add because I never thought that we were ever going to get a Muta figure. So this is really freaking awesome. I believe there is going to be a standard and a chase from the rendering images that they did show off day 2, which we will be covering tomorrow. But I am very excited to add a Great Muta to my collection. And then we are going to be getting the glow-in-the-dark Royal Rumble Bray Wyatt Ultimate figure that we were supposed to get originally in, I believe, WWE Ultimate Series 20 or 21. So we're finally going to be getting that. I'm very excited about that. And I do think it is going to glow in the dark, which I think would be such a sick... That would be freaking sick. So now, let's go over some of the WWE Ultimate Series 23 figures, which I did pre-order some of them. And starting things off, we have WrestleMania 39, Rey Mysterio from the match against his son, Dominic. And this figure looks incredible. I'm so used to his regular mask, so it does kind of creep me out, but I do love the red, love the gold. I love that we're also getting the nice rubber jacket as well, with the wings on it, which look great. And we don't really get mic holding hands, but we don't really need that. This Rey Mysterio is so toyetic, and I'm definitely picking that up. Then we do have LA Knight WWE Ultimate figure, which I'm not going to lie, it's not really moving the needle for me, so as of right now, I am passing on this. I feel like I'm okay with his Elite figure, and I know that this isn't the last LA Knight that we're going to get. I need something that's going to blow my mind, and I'm sorry, this figure doesn't blow my mind. It feels like just another figure. And finally, another figure I did pre-order in the set is Dirty Dom from WrestleMania 39. This is a great figure all around. I wish they didn't give us the ripped arms because Dirty Dom isn't that ripped, but I love that we're getting the entrance mask with him, which looks great. We get the handcuffs, and man, the head sculpts on Dirty Dom look incredible. I love the gear choice. I love the rubber entrance jacket that he gets as well. This is a must-buy. Him and Rey Mysterio, I already did pre-order, so expect those to be a part of the reviews. Very excited about that Dirty Dom. Looks so good. And finally, we do have some WWE From the Vault Series 3 figures on display. And starting things off, we do have a brand new Yokozuna, which kind of threw me off a little bit because we already have a new Yoko that is an Ultimate Edition from Target, so I don't know why we're getting this. There is, I believe, a Chase variant, so he does have, like, the black gear with, like, the red, and then he does have the white gear with the red. I don't need this Yokozuna at all. I am so happy with the Ultimate one. This is an easy pass for me, which, hey, I'm okay with sometimes figures being passed because I am saving me some money. Then, we also do get the WrestleMania 25 Defining Moments re-release Shawn Michaels. I am definitely going to be picking this up. I do have the original in the package, but I don't have one loose, so I will be getting that for opening it up. Very excited about that Shawn Michaels. Then we're also getting a re-release of Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 18. Easy pass. I'm okay with my WrestleMania 39. Build-A-Figure Hulk Hogan. I'm just going to keep that one. And last but not least, the one figure that a lot of us were very happy about, but all them resellers, those swipers, were not happy about, and that is Straight Edge Society CM Punk. I am so excited to add this one to the collection because in my original collection, when I looked up the reselling price on a lot of my figures, the CM Punk really stood out to me and really made me depressed for a very long time. Because in case you guys don't know my backstory, I had figures going all the way back to the Bone Crunchers, LJNs, Hasbros. I even had all the Jakks Pacific figures and all the early Mattel figures, and I quick sold my collection. And I did get quite some money for it, but I definitely could have gotten a lot more money if I knew the stuff that I know now. I'm a lot more wiser as I'm getting older. And that CM Punk really haunted me for the longest time. So the fact that all them swipers are friggin' crying right now, I am happy about that because, man, for the new collectors, the ones that are getting back into it, I love this, what they're doing here. And this CM Punk, I'm definitely going to be buying for my collection. I am so excited because the original one, I went through like 3 of those because that figure I used a lot in my Fig Fed and I broke his legs a lot. So, man, this CM Punk right here, must buy in my opinion. It already is back ordered, so I already had to pre-order the entire set in order to get that CM Punk, so yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and that CM Punk is definitely a must-buy. So that is it for day 1 of the San Diego Comic-Con WWE/AEW reveals that they did have on the floor. Day 2 will be more rendering images and future figures that we can see that we get to add to our collection. We'll be covering all that tomorrow. But if you guys stuck by this entire video, appreciate you guys. I really wanted to dive into all these figures and really take the time to dissect them. But let me know in the comment section below, what are some of the figures that you're looking forward to that are going to be coming out in the rest of 2024, going into 2025. If you guys enjoyed this, smash that like button now. If you're not a best one yet already, highly recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. New videos coming out pretty much every single day right now, because so much stuff is coming in into the studio, and we're even covering wrestling figure news as well with San Diego Comic-Con. So highly recommend hitting that subscribe button. Links down in the description below. You can go follow me over on my social medias, and We Are Wrestling, all the links down below. And if you want to support the channel just a little bit more, please go follow our exclusive Instagram page at Best One Toys, posting things daily from my collection. So guys, highly recommend supporting me. You can do that by going down to the links below. But to all the maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.